What's up? Good morning. This is Mike Williams, GetSelfDriven.com. I'm coming to you this morning from quick morning workout at Unique Fitness. And what we're going to talk about real quick, I'm going to talk about visions and how important it is to have a solid vision if you're trying to build a multi-level marketing company. I mean, you want your business to expand. By any means, you need a solid vision. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. Back when I was in college, I'm a real big reggae fan. Yeah, I'm probably the biggest Jamaican you've ever seen. Most of the people I hang out with are like, Caribbean of some sort, except for like 3 of them, right? And, back in college, up in Providence, there really wasn't a reggae spot. Not that it didn't exist, I just didn't know about it at the time. And so one night, a friend of, one of my roommates, I had a 5-bedroom house, and it was maybe 5, 6 of us that lived there, and we used to throw random parties without the others knowing. And so one day I walked in the house and there was a party going on. I said, you know what, I'm not going to hang out at the party, I'm going to go upstairs and relax. But the DJ that they had downstairs kept playing this really good reggae music, and he was pretty consistent. It wasn't like he played 3 hot tracks and then that was it. So I went downstairs, and mind you, this basement was terrible. I mean, the walls weren't finished, it just had the frames, right? And there was water used to drip down from the ceiling. I mean, they had a strobe light down there. Everybody's like dancing in the middle of the basement, and then the water's like popping them in the head as they dance and whatnot. So it was terrible. So a friend of mine actually introduced me to the DJ, and because he knew I had an idea, I had a vision, I wanted to do some promoting in Providence, but I wanted a really good New York DJ. I didn't have any DJ friends out there at the time. So that night, something magical happened. We ended up, all of us, I mean, it must have been like 10 of us that came upstairs, hang out in my studio, my room, and we discussed, doing some promoting, and, we all had a solid vision. We were all on the same page, and, we were pretty excited about us. I wasn't a DJ myself, I was kind of what they considered the manager at the time with 2 other guys that we worked with as well. So, but anyway, that summer came, and we kind of went our separate ways that summer. And so we can get ready for the fall season. But this summer I went away to visit my grandmother, and right before we left, we had set up an account. Right, we set up this account for the company, and me, I had this is when I was living in the why me phase of my life, and I had an excuse for everything. So I was down in Georgia, and I was hitting some rough patches financially. So there was some money that we had in the account that we were going to use for actual equipment. And so I had used the money. I used the money for personal purposes with all intentions to pay it back. But I got that call before I could pay it back. So I got that call from one of the other managers. He was like, yo, I remember we put a certain amount of money in the account. What happened to it? And then I had to fess up to, the fact that I spent the money. And so when I came back that fall, and we kind of faced each other face to face, I had pretty much broke that trust, and I was real messed up about it. But we sat down, we talked about it. They told me off like they were supposed to, and I sit there and I took it, and I pretty much thought I had ruined a relationship here with some really good people. But what was crazy that they came back and they said, you know what, don't worry about it. It's all good as long as you make sure you take care of it, right? And I was like, all right, cool, it's all good. And gradually, one after one, everybody started to forgive me about it. But now I know exactly why that happened. Before we didn't really know. We weren't listening to Tony Robbins. We weren't reading, Think and Grow Rich, and we were just a bunch of young guys, excited, ambitious, just wanted to do something fun. So now that I look back at it, I said, you know what, they forgave me, not because they were good people or because, they were good Christians or something like that. They forgave me because we had one vision, and we weren't going to let anything come in between our vision. No matter what ups and downs that we faced, we had a solid vision, and that's what kept us going. Now, unfortunately, 2 of the guys that, were really like the heartbeat of the group, they got into a terrible car accident, and both of them passed away. And from that moment, we kind of flatlined in a sense because they were the heartbeat of the group. And it was but it was our vision that revived us again. We kept reminding ourselves of what the vision we had and what vision that those 2 guys had who passed away, that we had a solid vision, and we said, you know what, we're going to keep fighting for this vision, and we kept going. So maybe for like a few months, we were really rocking and rolling. Every weekend we were booked for multiple days, and, we were just having a bunch of fun. We weren't making much money, but we were out there just having fun. We were getting our name out there. We were building an audience. People, that didn't hang out with us on a daily basis just wanted to hang out and just pass out flyers and just do stuff, because we just had all this momentum and energy at the time because of that particular vision. So, I mean, the moral of the story is, you know, you want to build a multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, you got to have that type of vision, right? You got to have something that's so solid that people will just jump on and just keep going with you. You know, you ever think about some of the multi-level marketers that stick around for like 8 years and they make like $100 because they, you know, they're into the vision. Whoever they're following is so in tune with that vision that they have no choice but to just keep following and having that hope that they're gonna, you know, make things happen one day. And they will. Some people, you know, stick around for 5-6 years and all of a sudden they just blow up. You know, something clicks upstairs, and that's a whole nother conversation we can talk about. But you need to have that type of vision. You know, like me and the guys that I worked with back in college, you know, that vision just kept us going, man. You know, but then eventually that vision got distorted. Some way it got distorted. Why did it get distorted? Because, you know, we were also ambitious, also different, and also, you know, we all wanted to do different things. So that vision got distorted because we started to focus on personal things as opposed to continuing to unite and work as a group. See, the magic is in the power of the group. The magic is in the unity. You know, the vision can only be as big as the people that are, you know, driving that vision, right? So when that unity started to separate, now we're still good friends and everything like that. You know, if we don't see each other for years, you know, we see each other and talk as if, you know, nothing ever happened. But that vision got distorted, so we all started to go our different ways, and that those events made us the people who we are today. Because if I told you what all these different guys that I work with do now compared to where we were to where we are now, and I tell you all their different stories, you'd be like, whoa, these guys, man, they were some pretty intelligent young guys. You know, we were just ambitious, man, but we had that vision. That's what kept us together. That's what kept us focused. And it's the same thing with the Empower Network. You know, Dave and Dave have a specific focus, and if you tap into that focus and you just move forward with it, you know, you're going to get some results as long as you keep pounding the pavement, holding on to the vision and making your vision expand more and more and more and more. And the more people that, you know, you get to ride with you, that vision just starts to get bigger and more clearer to you, because you become clearer, you become more focused, because you got to be focused of the people that's looking up to you, the people that's, you know, riding with you. You got to be more clear now, because you got all these people following you and things of that nature. So you want to be a great leader. I don't care if you're just in a non-for-profit organization or whatever. You have to have a vision of where that chapter is going to go, where that particular company is going to go. You need to have that vision, and it's got to be so believable and so clear that people will just follow and do whatever it is you say. You know, as long as what you're saying is going to benefit them in the long run. Okay, guys. So that's my quick tidbit about vision and how big you got to have your vision and keep expanding it, keep working hard. This is Mike Williams, GetSelfDriven.com. If you want to work with a group of individuals who have a vision and who are moving forward, changing people's lives each and every day, just go to GetSelfDriven.com, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace. Have a good one. Be blessed.